I'm about to show you the most boring way to get rich. And here's the crazy part. This boring method absolutely crushes what 99% of people on Wall Street are doing. They want you stressed, clicking buttons, paying fees. I'm going to show you how to beat them by doing, well, almost nothing. We're putting the get-rich-quick gurus on trial. This isn't just a strategy. This is a declaration of war on financial hype. By the end of this, you'll have a literal blueprint to build wealth while you sleep. And if you're ready to start building real, life-changing wealth, then do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button. Like this explainer and let me know in the comments what your single biggest investing mistake has been. We've all made them. Let's get into it.
All right, so every single person who puts $1 in the market stands at this exact fork in the road. Path number one is kind of like the Vegas method. You know, quick wins, chasing crypto pumps, trying to time the next big thing. It's pure adrenaline. Path number two is the tortoise method. Slow, steady, and frankly, a little dull. But one of these paths leads to financial freedom, and the other, for most people, leads straight off a cliff. The choice you make right here, it defines everything.
So let's give these two paths a face. Meet Sprinter Steve. His phone has like 12 different stock alerts going off every minute. He mainlines financial news and thinks fad is just another word for opportunity. His portfolio is a chaotic mess, and his blood pressure is, well, let's just not talk about his blood pressure. Then you've got marathoner Mary. She checks her portfolio maybe once a quarter. Her plan is so simple it fits on a napkin. She's calm, she's sleeping great, and spoiler alert, she is going to wipe the floor with Steve.
Okay, first, let's dive headfirst into the madness. This is the sprinter's game. I call it the anxiety for profit model. And I know this world well because, let's be honest, we've all dabbled a little bit. This is where good intentions go to die, drowned in a sea of greed, fear, and really, really bad timing.
So, you want to lose money like a pro? Here's the sprinter's secret playbook. Step 1, wait for a stock to be on the cover of every magazine. Then, and only then, buy it. That's called buying the hype. Step 2, the second it drops 5%, panic, sell everything. That's called locking in your losses. It is a bulletproof system for buying high and selling low. You literally cannot fail at failing.
And all that frantic trading? Yeah, that's not free. Every click is a little vampire called a fee, sucking blood from your account. And while you're jumping from one hot stock to the next, you accidentally build a portfolio that has the diversification of a one-legged stool. One bad earnings report, and the whole thing comes crashing down.
Warren Buffett's buddy Barton Biggs totally nailed the psychology here with my favorite quote of all time. A bull market is like sex. It feels best just before it ends. It's true. That moment of maximum euphoria, when you feel like a financial god, that's the market getting ready to pull the rug out from under you. And our friend the sprinter is always the last one to the party, arriving just in time for the cops to show up. You want to see what that rug pull looks like in the real world? This is what happened to people who FOMO'd into meta stock at its peak. They watched their investment get obliterated, down 76%. That's not a correction. That's a financial car crash. Imagine turning $10,000 into $2,400. That's the price of admission to the sprinter's game.
Okay, enough of the chaos and the carnage. Let's leave the emergency room and step into the calm, quiet, wealth-building sanctuary of the marathoner. This isn't about genius, it's about a blueprint so simple it's almost insulting.
You don't need some secret algorithm. The greatest investor of all time, Warren Buffett, literally gave us the cheat code for free. He said for most people, just do this. Put 90% of your money into a dirt-cheap S&P 500 index fund. That's it. You're not betting on one company, you're betting on the entire American economy to not completely implode. The other 10%? Boring government bonds. That's your sleep well at night money.
Want to level up that strategy? Well, the followers of Vanguard's legendary founder, Jack Bogle, have a slightly different build. It's called the three-fund portfolio, and it's beautiful in its simplicity. You own the entire U.S. stock market, the entire international stock market, and the entire bond market. You are literally buying the whole world's economy for pennies on the dollar. So what does this world-owning machine actually look like? Well, for someone who's got time on their side, it might be something like 60% US stocks, 30% international, and 10% bonds. You own pieces of thousands of companies all across the globe. A bad year for Apple? Who cares? Japan's market is down? It doesn't matter. You are so diversified, you're basically bulletproof. The advantages here are almost unfair. Your fees are microscopic. You're diversified against almost any catastrophe. And the best part? The strategy requires you to do almost nothing. You set it, forget it, and let the global economy do the heavy lifting for you. It's the ultimate lazy person's guide to becoming a millionaire.
So, what's the secret ingredient? What's the hidden force that makes this simple plan so ridiculously powerful? It's not some secret stock pick. It's not a fancy algorithm. It's the one thing the sprinter has absolutely no patience for: time.
And the engine that time fuels is compound interest. Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Here's what it means. Your money makes money. And then the money your money made starts making its own money. It's a snowball of cash rolling downhill, getting bigger and faster all on its own. You're building an army of dollar bills that work for you 24/7. Want a quick way to see this magic in action? Use the rule of 72. It's a dead simple piece of mental math. Just divide 72 by your expected return rate, and that's how many years it takes to double your money. If the market averages 9% a year, boom, your money doubles every 8 years without you lifting a finger. It's insane. This chart right here is why the marathoner sleeps so well at night. This is the S&P 500's return since 1880. Just look at it. It went through 2 world wars, the Great Depression, the dot-com bust, the 2008 financial crisis, and the long-term trend is an unstoppable climb upward. This is the most powerful wealth-generating engine in the history of the world. This chart is exactly why Buffett says that betting against America in the long run is a total sucker's bet. Is it a smooth ride? Heck no. He calls it fits and starts. There will be terrifying drops, but the overall story of this graph is one of relentless innovation and growth.
Okay, we have the blueprint. The strategy is simple. But now we come to the final and by far the hardest part of the entire game. This isn't about numbers or charts. This is the battle that takes place between your own ears. After all this, you want to know what the single biggest threat to your financial future is? It's not a market crash. It's not a recession. It's not inflation. It's the person staring back at you in the mirror. You are your own portfolio's worst enemy.
When the market tanks, and trust me, it will tank, your portfolio is going to show a big, scary red number. It's a paper loss. It's not real. Yet. The sprinter sees that number, freaks out, and hits the sell button. In that one moment of panic, they take a temporary, imaginary loss and make it a permanent, catastrophic, real-world loss. It is financial suicide.
So how do you defeat the enemy in the mirror? You need a system, a pre-built defense against your own worst instincts. 1. Build your simple plan. 2. Put your investments on autopilot. Money comes out of your paycheck and into your funds without you ever touching it. 3. Delete the stock market app from your phone. Stop watching the news. And 4. The most important rule. When the world is on fire and every fiber of your being is screaming, sell, you do absolutely nothing. You stay the course.
And that's the big secret. Getting rich isn't complicated. It's a simple blueprint. The real test isn't your intelligence. It's your discipline. It's about fighting off the urge to be a sprinter in a game that's won by marathoners. The plan is right here. The only thing left to do is to execute it for the next 30 years. The question isn't what's the secret to getting rich. The real question is, do you have the guts to be boring?